Hey, how you doing? This is the first time I've done a video of my usual podcast, and I'm not quite sure how it's going to go. However, I'm trying to get my YouTube channel a bit more active, and I've decided to go ahead and just record a video. So this is me. Hi, DJ Carl K. I am the manager of AVPL Milan, and we are a team currently in Serie A in the AVPL. And the information on the AVPL you can find down here somewhere in the comments. And just check it out. If you like FIFA, I know FIFA 16 is around the corner, but if you want to play pro clubs in the current generation of FIFA 15, then check out the website. There are plenty of teams from Barclays Premier League, the Serie A, the Spanish and the German leagues. So if you're a player of any ability, any position, and check out the website and you should find yourself a team. Myself, I manage AVPL Milan, and this season coming up is season 4, which is going to be the final season of FIFA 15 before everything, I believe, moves to FIFA 16, although nothing's been confirmed yet. And I am really looking forward to this upcoming season. I mean, last season, as I've said in previous podcasts on SoundCloud, if you haven't listened to those, last season was a real building process. It was there was no squad, it was just myself. I had to bring on players, people I've played with before. I've had a couple of drop-ins, some free agents as well, which didn't really work out, but the advantage of there being an extended break between season 3 and season 4, it means that I've had more time. There doesn't seem to have been as much panic from myself this time, because last time I had like under 24 hours to get a team together. This time about a few weeks, and we're starting to find some really class players. Now, a few managers, I'm not quite sure why, were giving Milan a bad name. However, that was counterbalanced by a lot of players and managers giving Milan a really good name, recommending players who have been released because of managerial changes or free agents coming from the VFL. And this week, once the auto renewals or auto releases even get processed, I'm hoping to sign. We got one great goalkeeper, and we've got two wicked centre backs. I mean, I'm talking like high 80s. So the problem we had last year was we didn't have any players who were out and out defenders. So we had midfielders or attackers playing in defence, and we shipped a lot of goals because although we were okay, we worked together as a trio in that 3-5-2 formation. Because we weren't set defenders, it's a bit tricky when you don't really play that position. And it's all, I mean, it's little things like camera angles. I asked a number of defenders I knew from the AVPL on what camera angle they used. Trying to find a camera angle as a defender which was effective to seeing, not only seeing the field, but being able to do your job close up as well. So anyway, this season coming up, we're hoping to have a dedicated back four of players who just play defence. Now, the problem I found in the last couple of weeks with trialling players, I'm not the only one who's probably had this problem. I put a post on the forum asking for defenders, and I get people asking me if they could trial as Cam or trial as a clinical striker. Clinical striker! I don't need clinical strikers. I need defenders, because I can score. We can score like 4 goals, but if the other team score 5, well, what's the point? Or I get people trying out left back, and they're more Ryan Giggs than Glenn Johnson. So it's been difficult trying to find players who stick to defensive positions. Now I understand some players might get bored, but this season, last season I was accused of not taking the AVPL seriously. However, I was never going to get anywhere close to a Champions League spot, top 3, or even win, because I was at a disadvantage straight away, or the handicap of trying to put a team together, and then a team doesn't instantly gel. It's like playing a drop-in match, you know what I mean? You can't instantly gel with players you've never played with before. Granted, there were groups and pods of players who had all played together before, but as I've said previously in my SoundCloud, it takes a while for those pods to realise how each other works. I mean, we got Dina Papa who have played before. Griff, G-Man, Viper have played before. I've played with Gary. and I've played with the other boys as well. But it's how you get everyone to work together. So this last couple of weeks we've been trying some new formations, and we finally got this formation which we believe works for our strengths. And it's been really, some games has been really make you want to play FIFA more, because we've now got this chemistry where we know that if you have the ball or someone has the ball at their feet, that there's a good chance you're going to get it. There's players we've got in our team now, like Gary, like Viper. They can command the midfield, and they can get the ball out to either whoever's in the wing, myself or Griff or Papa or Dean. And we've got G-Man up front then, who has been putting the goals away in our off-season friendly games. And it really makes me look forward to this upcoming Season 4. The other things as well, because there's teams have changed, like Inter, or the team mostly made up of the old Inter team, have gone to Spain, to be Barcelona. The Juventus team recently, I think last night, they've gone to either West Ham or Norwich in the BPL. At the moment, there's only 4 or 5 teams with players in, which means obviously that the other 5 teams, I'm sorry if my boy's shouting, it means the other 5 teams are going to have to find players. So that either puts them at a disadvantage, or if there's a manager coming in who has a ton of friends, then maybe not. However, I'm hoping that we can exploit the changes, that we can take advantage of the shifting of teams around, and I want us to challenge. This season is the first time I can be serious about this competition, because it needs to be. We've got the potential. I've got the squad. We've got the potential to challenge for titles, and like I said earlier, we've had managers bad-mouthing me. I don't know why I don't know what the drama is. I don't know if they're scared of Milan. I don't know what. I mean, after we finished 9th last year, okay, people are going, "Oh, they're rubbish. They're not worth going to." But you got to take the whole bigger picture. You can't just take the way we finished in the table. You got to think about the entire situation. And like I said, we've had some players, managers recommend the players to us, and we've had players who've come to us and told us they've been told Milan are rubbish. However, once they've had a couple of games of this, they've gone, hang on, you actually, not bad. We're a bunch of mature guys. I think our management combined age is 70 plus. Most of the guys are in their mid-20s. We enjoy the banter, and we've got a real good team spirit. Granted, there's nights like last night where I wanted to throw my controller for the TV, where everything went against us. But generally, when we've got all the core team on, we know how we play now. We've spent time working on our passing game, our possession game. I mean, we played the game the other day. We had 85% possession. We had 89% passing, I think it was. The other team didn't score. We scored like 3. But the longer you have the ball, the less chance the other team have got of scoring. However, as West Brom once proved against Manchester United in the real league, you don't have to have all the possession to win the game. I think they had 80% of possession and they won 1-0. But my philosophy is, the more you have the ball, the less chance they got of scoring. And it's not about just hoofing up the park. I mean, the AVPL has got plenty of high-rated centre-backs. As soon as you hoof it over the top, they're going to read it and they're going to be there. So you're basically just kicking the ball back to them to have another go. So this season it's all going to be about possession, and I'm hoping, myself personally, I'm not going to be able to play that many games because I'm changing jobs, but I'll still be managing the team remotely, and I'll still be getting to the occasional game. But the rest of the team, I think we've got a real good core squad, and once we made these additional signings at goalkeeper and in defence, it's going to be a good season, I think. I'm not going to go out there with any predictions, but I think we've got a strong team, and just leave it there, shall we? So this is how I'm going to do these videos from now on. It might not be every week, but I'll try and do updates where possible. And so if you like what you see, just hit subscribe. Where's it to? There, up there somewhere. Up there, up there. Yeah, subscribe, and check out my other videos. So, thank you for sticking around for the last 10.5 minutes or whatever this video is. And if you're in the AVPL, leave a comment with your team. If you've got a your own video channel, again, leave a comment, and I'll hit subscribe to those if you hit me subscribe back. And for all those teams in the AVPL coming up in this next season, which I believe starts the 28th, maybe, I wish you all the best of luck and have a great season. So until I do another video, take it easy. Bye.